Let us game, shall we? Yes. Yes. White. I'm messing with a mic thing so I can see if my mic completely just decides to give up and blow out. I think this should be the correct setting. Who knows? Who cares? You don't. Anyway, hi, hello. It's time for some stream. We're playing some more Final Fantasy XVI. It's been a hot minute. Oh yeah, you're already zoomed out all the way. It's been a hot minute. But we're back to Clive and his delicious tits. Explain to me why I was baited by the prospect of heaving man breasts. You weren't! This isn't a bait! Hold on, I have to start the game. Also, because you started going crazy, you made me accidentally start up the wrong save. So now I have to come over here. And I have to go to manual saves, and we have to go here because we're doing this, the Rising Tide quest line, which requires my original save and not my hard mode save. Look, it's fine. Look, listen. Let me just get up next to a wall for you real quick. Oh, I think I also have to change the outfit. This outfit doesn't display the heaving man breast well enough. Also, I forgot that we left on the... I left on the music from the Omega DLC. That was a really fun combat DLC. Gotta say. That was a hype-ass DLC. But now we must go back. Hey, let's just play some music that's gonna get this whole thing copyrighted, shall we? Perfection. The fuck is that? Tears of Mercy. The fuck is this? Is that a side quest that I never completed? I'm sorry? I was about to say, where's my goddamn song? Give me those lyrics. I probably shouldn't be playing this. This whole thing's gonna get... all of it's gonna get muted if I play this. Hold on. Beautiful ass song. There's 500 songs. I don't know when all of these happened, but I now have to go purchase 50 million songs that they added in at some point. Where's our... yeah, one of these. Our terms. The usual hideaway music. That's upsetting, but hey, look, a new side quest icon, which tells you exactly what it is, right? So that must be for an item. I have to see. I have to witness what this is. Also, everyone has like 50 lines of dialogue, I guess. What is this? What are we doing over here? Well, oh wait, this is related. Didn't I do the quest? I did all of the side quests in this game.
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
Oh, okay. I just didn't get an item?
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed.
Oh.
And Taya, try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much.
Miss you, Talia.
Who else
Love you,
is going to
Taria.
see that your brother takes his medicine?
Oh, wait, is that... yeah, no, the limiter thing is still on, I think. Huh. Okay. Yeah, sure, give me that. That's one way to trick me into talking to people, as I ignore all of the other dialogue popping up. So hey, one thing about coming back to FF16 after getting through all of Rebirth is I quite adore FF16. You know what I don't adore? This game's performance. Like graphical and technical performance. Jesus Christ. I open it up in Final Fantasy mode in that save, and I'm in the middle of one of the towns. And when I tell you, the game was holding on for dear life to 30 frames per second while I was on prioritized frame rate mode, which is supposed to be the 60 FPS mode, holding on for dear life just to have 30 in that town. I was like, God damn, this ain't great. But yes, we need to put on the normal suit so that you can see his heaving breast. She gets to keep that. Everybody else gets to be their new outfit. Actually, no, I like normal toggle. Everyone else gets their cool new outfit. We're not transmogging the weapon because I literally have Omega weapon on my back, and that would make no goddamn sense. Here you go. We're back to heaving. Now let me find a wall for you. Ah, yes. It's kind of, hold on. We can make this better. We can make this better. I can fix this for you. Speaking of. And it reminded me the fact that, oh right, I played, I think, the entire game on stream in 30 FPS because I hated how bad it was going back and forth between frame rates when you were doing 60 FPS. I hate, you know what? Okay. I'm not gonna do the wall thing because it's doing like an auto blur. We're just gonna get Clive in a good position. We're gonna get him in a good position. Good enough. And then we're just gonna use game zoom. And there you go. There you have it. Look at that heaving man breast. You can't say I lied, Verde. Look at that heaving man breast. If I guess side view, you'll probably even see him breathing. Wait, does he breathe? Oh my god, Clive doesn't breathe. Confirmed. This man's dead. Alright. Yeah. Cool. It has me tempted to play this on 30 FPS. I think that's the one thing. Thank you for your sacrifice. You're welcome. I do my best. I think that's the one thing that I'm constantly still arguing against the constant push to everything being 60 FPS. Because quite clearly, devs haven't figured out how to keep that just perfect yet, right? It is not a set to, oh, that's the treasure I hadn't picked up yet. Oh, that's why it's a treasure is a memory. Ah, medicine chest. How nice. How nice. I just realized where I'm leaning. I'm up in Ifrit's mouth. And then we have the Omega weapon, the dust shard. So I guess this final treasure that I'll get must be the Rising Tide shard. Maybe? Maybe. Or they'll just add it to the end. Who knows? Anyway. You want to finally start this DLC? But yeah, it's real! The heaving man breasts are real! Alright. I'm gonna try to keep in frame rate mode. I'm going to hope that this extra area is just beautiful. Clive does have a rather large chest, it's true. That's my only hope, is that we're going to go to the Rising Tide DLC area, and this is optimized up the ass. If I walk there, we walk to the first town or whatever, and this shit dips down to 25, I'm playing the whole thing on 30 FPS. We're playing on on graphical fidelity mode. I don't care. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Anywho. Cid, I should not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue, and despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disrepute, the dame has assured me that there's none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more for fear this missive could fall into the wrong hands, but if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid you journey to the Vale in Northreach and inquire with one Layla. She will surely see you satisfied. And then, I don't know who that signature is. Also, I wonder if this is actually marked for me, for Clive as Cid, or if this is a really late letter. Like, is this letter 5 to 6 years late? Which would cause a big issue, because if your dominant was in trouble 5 years ago, I'm going to assume it hasn't gotten much better. So I'm going to guess this is addressed to Clive as Cid. Welcome back to the story of FF16, where we need to keep all of our personas and caricatures correct in our brains.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Great question.
Why, what now?
Oh! Girlfriend's here.
Oh. I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there.
Oh, there's a side note I need to mention once I get control again.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
Not like that.
The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together. Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Vale can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you.
Damn, Otto had his
I shall
backpack
leave
and
the
everything.
invincible in your capable hands.
You could tell by the way he said that. Ooh, new quest accepted sound. Nice. I'm assuming I'm just gonna see a big lavish cutscene soon. Oh no? Okay, I get control. Also, one, hi Taka. Quest destinations for the Rising Tide are indicated with that like gold one. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right-hand side of the screen. These will temporarily replace main scenario objectives. That's funny. This is, wow, it's just the 14 UI. We knew that, but it's so funny when it's reinforced again that this is just the FF14 UI. It's just there. If you wish to restore main scenario objectives to the to-do list, you can do so on Journal in the tab. Journal tab in the main menu. Okay. And there, oh yeah, you even saw the head to origin thing disappear. Cool. I was gonna say, so one, hi Taka. Two, quick mention, because I accidentally started up this save, like my complete game save, when I was going to just play. I was playing my Final Fantasy mode save, so I could remember how to play this game. Notification, just to let you know real quick, I don't. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad when I get my ass kicked. But anywho, when I did, it gave me a notification saying that, hey, to access this DLC, not only do you need to do, like get to this point in the story. So this canonically or chronologically occurs as the very last thing you do before going to fight Ultima. Like the very last thing. So not only does it main quest wise, it goes, you have to be at this quest, but also you have to do the 2 side quests that like completes the your relationship level with Jill and Joshua. So if you go through all the side quests, there are 2 very specific, some would say important side quests. Yeah, the Joshua and Jill dates, yeah. That are specifically for those characters, for you to like have a conclusion to like where they're at with Clive by the end of the game in terms of emotional bandwidth, yada yada yada. Like, just how's everybody vibing? You need to do those in order to access this DLC. I think that's a cool thing to note, because one of my hopes, as Taco mentioned, hoping for some water powers and possible questions about why Clive didn't use this against the final boss, assuming he even gets Leviathan at the end of all this. One, it's kind of been spoiled by them literally talking about the DLC and the trailer. I won't say it here, but that's answered. But also, 2, I think we're now essentially going to be told that the original ending of 16 was the quote-unquote bad end because this event didn't occur. But it's canonical. So the canonical ending of this is going to be, no, the Rising Tide DLC happened, and thus some things were different. At least that's what they hinted about. They hinted like 50 times, like going, hey, if Clive has all the icons, will something change? Wouldn't that be different if he had all of their powers? Because that was the whole deal, is that he was supposed to be complete by the end. Weird. Where's the timeline where Torgal learns to fly like an FF14? Unfortunately, that's in the bad end timeline, so we're erasing that. Torgal will never remember how to fly ever again. It's being erased from this world. What is that? What is that? Alana Payne. Who is that? And I love that fucking emote. Okay, yeah. Wow. No, I'm just staring at the hideaway symbol. They even changed that icon, didn't they? Oh, wait, no, it's changed specifically because it's matching the Rising Tide DLC icon. Oh, I got it, because this is normally red, right? And like smaller to go with that. But now that our main objective marker is this, it changed to match. I think. I don't, man. My brain is just saying stuff and going like, yeah, that's right. That's right.
This then.
Excuse me, everyone. I have to go make out with the dame. Now that she rules all of Northreach. Was God of War DLC free? Yes.
Looks like you've got fast.
Yes, it was. You can just go play Valhalla
Not enough talk.
if you want.
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
No. I fancy a peek with your... But unfortunately, I guess I'm working with you and not your mistress.
I'm looking for
your madam.
Layla.
You found one.
Oh, God.
So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is
It's
up
in
to
this.
you.
It's in their stilted
The price is still
FF14
the
way.
same.
But thank you to whoever made sure to pose Jill just staring a beam
Hear
into the
about
back
the
of Clive's
letter.
head. Thank you for that. You didn't have to do it. So thank you. She didn't have to look at him,
Oh,
but you made her. So
sorry. I suppose
all I
you
wanted.
wanted to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically,
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
and that's all.
did they
Nothing
plot
else.
this tent in the spot
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
that, like, as you went through the main game, there were multiple spots in the
Does anyone else think
Open
it's
world?
strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
maybe.
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
Yeah.
Haven't seen any of those beastly blue-eyed fiends of late.
But I'm wondering, because throughout the game there have been multiple locations that once we got far enough in, it was clear that they were hunts or side quest locations. But I think this is a spot that this whole time it's been like, wait, nothing ever popped up here, and it seems like a very prominent field. I wonder if they've just had this spot ready the entire time. How have I already hit a half hour? Why am I so slow to start the beginning of stream? Guys, stop running so fast ahead of me. I don't have my joggers on, please. I'm not wearing my Adidas. Oh. Tent. Actually, no. This
Tent
was...
is where Layla said it would be.
Technically, there was a
Yes,
thing right
but
over
who
there.
awaits us
Actually,
inside?
I think Jill's was right there. Yo, what up? Who here? Who wants to talk?
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
Alright, good quest, everyone. Oh. Is it someone on the skiff?
A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
Did they sail from that fucking crystal that had no explanation this whole time? That we fucking called out? And was like, what is that? Because that's not Shiva's. What crystal is that? The one I've... Oh, you've never noticed it? I've been screaming about that fucking thing since we first entered this area in my playthrough. And every time I came over to this corner to do a side quest, I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I would open my map and like go to the main map and be like, okay, if I zoom literally from where we're at and looking across, it should be here. And before, like how Origin does, all the crystals used to be on the map before we destroyed them. So where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? It's been making me lose my mind. So please tell me that skiff came from over there. And that's further out than I think. Which is very possible. Alright, continue to search. My brain was static and I was just power gaming my way through. Fair enough.
The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
Thank you for the cheeks.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
The city I mentioned.
The moats of water.
Sound the alarms.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yet that would be impossible, since the tribe famously
Vanished. Was exterminated.
Look at this brown white woman.
Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that
Are you Irish?
good Kriegers faithful for over a century.
Is that what we're doing?
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
Ah!
Surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you.
No, nothing, Jon Snow. From the north.
The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the Eikon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an Eikon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born.
Damn.
But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
Hold on. I'ma catch it. Yeah. Yeah, nerd. You thought I forgot about that active time lore? Anyway. Active time tides. Shut up. Why does that have a different name? Alright. Entries for the rising tide will now appear in active time lore. If you don't recognize the term or wish to know more about events currently unfolding, hold to access relevant information. We're back, baby. Alright, yeah, I must have several things answered. Holy Empire of Sandbreak, yeah. Nation occupying the northeastern reaches of the continent of Storm. After its administrative capital moved to Twinside in the neighboring Crystalline Dominion in the year 873, an insurgency led by Prince Dion Lesage upended the political and military order, spreading unrest and disruption across the land. This disruption was further worsened when Ultima unleashed Primal Genesis, obliterating Twinside and plunging the realm yet deeper into chaos. That's where we're at currently. Alright, let's learn about all the things. Shula. leader of the Motes of Water and author of the letter asking... Okay, so it was Shula who wrote it. Cool. Said the outlaws aid in rescuing the dominant of Leviathan. That the note was delivered via the Veil suggests that she shares a friendship with the Dame, though the fact that she preferred a tent upon the isolated bluffs far from Northreach for a meeting place over Isabel's establishment implies a need for the greatest secrecy. You're gonna be related to, like, the girl that works there that I spoke to or something, to Layla. They're like the dominant of Leviathan who Shula would see freed from an 80-year imprisonment. But Leviathan has been lost for longer than 80 years. According to the tributary's tale, it was dominant summoning of his Eikon that brought forth the surge, the frozen wave that looms upon the horizon north of Northreach, within which he sleeps even now. So yeah, he's basically, we're going to go kill the Avatar before but he hasn't learned the other bending yet. Or I guess in this case, we're going to go kill Korra, who hasn't learned air, fire, and earth yet. Right? Korra was water bending, I'm pretty sure. So long has it been since the Icon of Water last appeared in Valisthea that many have forgotten Leviathan even existed, despite much evidence to the contrary. Old writings clearly speak of dominance past summoning great whale-like creatures capable of swallowing entire cities with their gaping maws. Visual records such as the famed Circle of Malleus tapestry also exist, depicting the Eikon as a giant serpent alongside his elemental brethren. People among whom the dominant of Leviathan is born, notable for their ivory hair and sapphire eyes. Histories agree that their bloodline was ended some 100 or more years ago. The Eikon that swims within it forever lost the world. And then the surge is a towering wave. So, okay, that's why they just ignored it and we went about our business. That's not a mother crystal. That's a fucking natural phenomenon, essentially, caused by a dominant and their Eikon, but it's not another mother crystal. Or it might technically be one now? If the dominant's asleep in it? I don't know how that works. We might find out something weird about it. But okay. At least now I don't have to think in the back of my head that, yo, for some reason, despite their whole purpose in the game being going around and killing all the mother crystals, Clive seems to have a real good blind eye for that fucking mother crystal looking shit in the far distance. But yeah, we have to go kill Korra so that we can get Leviathan and free. Oh, and now it shows up on the map. Good. Good. There it is. There it fucking is. You bastards. That wasn't there. You liars. You liars. You cheats. Oh my god. Also, is my mic blowing out now? Because now that I've turned off the compressor and limiter, I'm like, hold on. I'm looking over at the levels that I'm reaching as I scream my head off. Sounds fine to you? Good. So I'm keeping those off. Amazing. The Lost Cloak. If you manage to navigate the cloak's narrow mountaintop pass without plummeting to your death, you'll be rewarded with a breathtaking view of blighted wastelands stretching from the Olafest Bay to the Sea of Grace. Wonderful. That's my favorite. Oh, it's this whole dead section of the map that we've been wondering about too.
Alright, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
Glamour's mentioned. Go get your dressers. Get the prisms ready. Irish Wakanda.
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you?
No, they don't.
Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
So they've managed to glamour their entire society. So everyone thinks this entire part of the land's dead to the world, like is dead. That there's no living beings or like flora or fauna here. But this whole time it's been a glamour.
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here. It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
And that would make perfect sense that none of the Blight has reached this area. Because the primary, like, culprit for the Blight spreading everywhere are the Eikons and the Mother Crystals. So if the Eikon is gone, if the Eikon is in slumber and the Mother Crystal is gone,
What?
they've just been chilling.
You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Let me see that vista. Get out of my way, Shula. I'm trying to see me a vista. And or new enemies to go slap about. This means the mainland was probably fine after all, and only Valisthea is messed up. Yeah.
You yourself said this path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning.
I love
And
prowling.
please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Listen here, you don't have to be
Is
like
that
that.
so, Lord Margrace?
Get him.
It's all the same
Get 'em.
to me.
Get him. Talk that shit, Jill. All right, good. Yay, good. Give me more Jill. That's all we've asked for. Give me more personality from Jill. It's all I wish for. Oh, look, it's plants. Do you like plants?
I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
Yes. Keep it to yourself. I'm a goddamn G. Oh, I forgot. Oh, shit. Is that poison damage?
Earlier you mentioned spells.
They put status ailments back into Final Fantasy games.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
There you go. So yeah, obviously no one gets branded here. They've just been a fucking lost society, been living their best lives for a fucking century over here. Jesus. Bomb Boss is giving me some big Genova vibes if they're just this Blight on one part of the plant. Now, we don't, if I remember correctly though, is that question was up in the air if the rest of the planet's just fine. but I can't remember if they said did they start in Valisthea, or is Valisthea the final location? Like, here is our final piece of land full of ether that we could suck up dry for our purposes. I don't remember what order it's in. Because something about it seemed like if he managed to suck up all the ether in Valisthea, Ultima's plan would be complete. But if the rest of the planet's still available... Yeah, they came from another planet they ruined and settled in Valisthea. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is that part of Ultima's plan is to, like, essentially just suck up all the ether from Valisthea, but also to get the ultimate form via Clive. I think I have to go through the encyclopedia to see what Ultima's full plan was again. If you don't remember exactly, because I don't remember right now. It's been a hot minute. Haven't played this game since December, and that was for DLC. So I didn't beat the last part of this game since what was that, August? Jesus. That's a northern wolf. But hey, they put poison back into the game. I'm saying that they put it back into the game, but I'm pretty sure. But actually, was poison in the game? Poison was in the game. What wasn't in the game? There are status ailment, like because people who were upset on several things, including me. Like, the first thing you fight is a Marlboro, and it casts bad breath, and all bad breath does is like just raw damage. It doesn't do like sleep, silence, anything like that. That'd be cool if all of a sudden sleep and silence were just here. Slash, I just remembered my whole setup on this save file is wild, and now you have late loadouts. We're gonna change my loadout. We're going to change my loadout. And we're going to play it very, very normal. Very like, blase. Because I'm just going to put their regular attacks back on. Actually, no. We're going to do wind up because I really love wind up. But this one, I'll keep as a... diamond dust. Probably just plan to take over the rest after tapping in the most ether-rich part of the planet and raising his race. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. It could still go that way in order of events. That's true. Valisthea seems specifically vowed to their plans because of the amount of ether, if I remember right. So I assume magic wouldn't work on the mainland, or not nearly as well. Yeah. That's what my whole confusion's based on. That he specifically had mentioned that Valisthea was ether rich, and they need all that ether. So is it that it was just more
I'm about to show you
than anywhere else, or was it the only place with it, you know?
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Also, I like that she's not a mage / wizard in Mysidia. Look, everyone, it's FF1. Wait. No, FF4.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest.
No, you answer Joshua right now.
Our humble village is only a short way from here. if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
And how much of this island are we going around? Can't believe you've spent the last 20 minutes just straight walking. Oh, that's... yeah, because I'm too busy talking my shit. And not playing the game.
Beautiful.
What is
Shula.
that?
And we aim to keep it that
What
way.
is that? Let's go. Or at least walking down to the actual village. And the wave is where the final boss is. Are we fighting those antelope? No, right? They're fine. Hi, buddies. Oh, you're cute. There are living animals here. There's a vast jungle here. In a place that's supposed to be destroyed by Blight.
Glowing.
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
Ah. Alright, don't touch that. Got it. Don't want to go breaking your glamours. Take it up. I'm sorry. Calm down, Joshua. Calm down. Jesus Christ. My man's casting hyper beams at a forest wolf.
If
Fucking
the
fire
search
blast.
was an act of rage.
One wonders what prompted it.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, this is oh my Christ. Where's my photo mode? Get out of my way. How do I... When shortcut enable photo mode can be launched by touching with 2 fingers simultaneously and pushing down. Alright. Hey, look, I opened photo mode for the first time in this video game. Jesus Christ. That's just pretty as shit. Did you know this game is really pretty? I'm taking a... Yeah. Hell, I need a shot. Alright. Amazing. Side note, I'm definitely still playing the game on frame rate mode, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Amazing. Yes, look at this perfect 60 that we're running right. It hasn't dropped down past 30, but I'm pretty sure this is damn near 30, if not 35. I need a counter. And now we're in 60 because battle. I would prefer not to.
This one. It's over.
All right, thank you. Alright, what are we doing here? You know what? This is what we're doing here. Damn! Damn, Torgal! I didn't even get to swing on him, Torgal! Damn, Torgal! Come here.
Get it, boy.
What a good boy. What a good boy. God damn, Torgal! My cat has chosen to fall asleep on top of my dresser in front of my TV. This is a new location for her.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
Okay, yeah. And she had to take that way into the glamour so that people don't just see, like from where Sandbreak was, people couldn't just see a boat sailing towards the land and then disappearing. Makes sense. But yeah, as gorgeous as this game is, I really wish they would find a moment to do another pass on it and like get this thing to actually play at 60 FPS at all times, not just in battle.
Morning's light return.
Oh, they got a saying.
Gates! The tributary is home!
They got a whole ass beck and call. PC version soon. Hey there, Miss Sadia.
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
Thank you.
All right now, back to your duties.
Torgo is also quite large.
You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
It's a wolf, man.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of Southern Ash their home.
That explains that.
Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Where geographically is that tribe of people on our real life Earth that is a bunch of black babies with blonde hair, blue eyes? Where is that? It's a whole tribe, a whole village. Well, at this point, I don't think it's as small as a village anymore, but it's like it would be one of those things that every now and then you just randomly see a picture pop up on Google and like a random like article of like tribes across the world and unexpected things that you can, and it's just a picture of like these 3 little kids that are literally her complexion and then blonde hair, blue eyes. What is that? Oh, I'm tempted to look that up myself right now. Is that essentially what they're going for here? Is why I ask. It's like that / this is the pre-made anime location. This is, look, I have found the anime black people. What's that? You need to have some people in your story that have skin slightly darker than Asian? I have the thing for you. Why not create a character with silver hair and blue eyes? It's very fetching with their dark skin. Yes. You think I'm kidding. Now, if you would like to review every single anime and at some point I could point out to you a tan girl with silver hair and blue eyes, and you'd be like, oh, what's up with that? And I go, yeah, what's up with that, huh? Anyway, hey, would you like to meet? Is this technically Gongoro? I guess it is. Kinda. Yoruichi. There's like several girls from, or several characters from, because it's not just the girls. I think it's a brother, a sister, and like 2 elders from Killer Bee's village in Naruto. Oh, you're saying Yoruichi because she has black hair and brown eyes. Ain't that crazy? I would say Bleach was pretty diverse race-wise. I see you too. Well, we both watched Bleach. I just think this is a funny coincidence that because I'm having this conversation, but at the same time today, I watched someone who's a first-time Bleach watcher be like, oh, damn, I understand now why so many of us really like Bleach. It turns out they had a really diverse cast. This is my first time watching it. I just never knew. And I was like, yeah, welcome to the fam. Welcome to the fam. There was a bunch of us in Bleach. Spanish and black. There was a bunch of us. So yes, you're right. Bleach is like the one. Not the one, but it's like the best, because the other one is Carol and Tuesday, which is a continuation of Cowboy Bebop. The other one, which is also connected to, and we just keep going. Anyway.
That'll be them then.
Carol on Tuesday. It's on my Netflix list, and I just haven't gotten around to it.
Look,
yeah, no, look at all these.
That one's got a black cape.
Damn right I do.
He's the leader.
Damn right I am.
Intruders!
Yeah, look at all these tan folk with silver hair and blue eyes.
No, do you think
Increasingly frustrated as Chad vanishes from the store. He comes back. He's just completely, like, out power leveled. I think Kubo falls into a worse problem than Toriyama did, because at least as characters were getting out leveled, Krillin was always around because Krillin was Goku's best friend, so he'd still be around to be like that dude there watching the insanity unfold. As Tien disappeared, as Yamcha disappeared, Krillin was there though, right? Whereas I think with like Chad, but I would say for that whole group, and I think Second just said, to be fair, his power was kind of weakest of the group. Even Tien was strong enough to delay Cell for a while, at least it just mostly kill. Yeah, but past, like, Tien's gone for Boo. And then up until fighting Cell, I think Tien was up on the tower. He was up there with Dende, I think. I don't even know what he was doing when the androids were around. Was he around when the androids were around? Yeah, Orihime is busted, but she's a pacifist, so she doesn't do anything crazy with it, really. Isha's like the other strong race, which we can now joke about for people who have caught up with Bleach via the anime of the other strong race, because other to who? Not to Ichigo. Ayy! Chad's isn't even I wouldn't even call Chad's the weakest. It's just I think the problem why Chad disappeared is because it wasn't clearly defined. All of us thought he was going to turn out to be a human with like Arrancar powers. And I think part of like that expectation might be why he feels so diminished, because that's hype. It's like, I'm sorry, Chad explained this, because everything about Chad and then learning about Wakamundo and Arrancars and everything to deal with that faction makes you go, this is all very Spanish. And we have one Mexican character in the show who has a very similar power system to the Arrancar that he's fighting. What's up with that? He has attacks that are straight up a Menos Grande attack. What's up with that? And then I think it turns out he's actually a Fullbring. And it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, the Fullbringer stuff. But see, that's, yeah, the villain Fullbringer is busted. But see, that's what I mean. It's like, I think it's because of that weird shift, or it wasn't even a shift, because Kubo just didn't settle on being like, okay, this is your power. And then it turns out he's a Fullbringer. And it's like, oh, wait, but it feels like we kind of got like juked. We got blue balled, or at least that's how I feel. And I know several other people, several of my friends who also enjoy Bleach. We've all found to that same place of feeling like Chad felt underutilized, but less so because he completely disappeared. Like, he was always there, and in the 1,000-Year Blood War, he's there, he's doing shit, but, and he would have a fight in like all the arcs. He has some to do, but because like, one, his power was very straightforward, just power, but it felt like it had potential to go somewhere crazy and interesting. And then it didn't go that way, and it went somewhere that, while it's still neat, is like, oh, so his abilities were that straightforward. There was nothing hidden underneath. It was, in fact, literally just, he's a Fullbringer, and this is how his power manifests. It's, oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Some of the Fullbringers, I believe, were still Hollow adjacent because they got their powers from their parents being attacked by Hollows. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It is still Hollow adjacent, which would probably explain his then as well. But it's not as cool as him essentially being a Vizard, but as a human. Come on. Come on. That'd be coolish. Why am I not playing the fucking video game? Second, why am I talking about Bleach instead of playing the video game? This is your fault. Because it's good. And I'm sick of people saying this. Second's about to take a stand in my chat.
It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walias.
This man, Walias, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walias is still a baby.
I'm sorry, what?
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his Eikon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry?
Walias was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the Eikon sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the Surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
I'll just cast Stop Zone on him or something?
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the Surge.
It'd be funny as hell, though, if this entire time, this DLC, at least the story component and fighting Leviathan, was only 2 hours of content. Like, I beat this in the next hour.
Tributary.
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have.
Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of...
Oh my god. I'm accepting symbols. Seal obtained. Wow.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Can you beat Final Fantasy XVI without getting all 8 badges?
Our
Oh my god, they're
storehouse
side
lies
quests.
across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Okay, so yeah, pay for yourself. Oh my god, they're side quests. Oh no. And they're pluses. Oh no.
Sid!
Yeah. What up?
You are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us about? I wonder if you could help me.
With what
There's
exactly?
literally 4 of us walking around that don't look
Oh,
like you.
nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat?
No.
He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into. Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
Are you... Is this actually his wife?
Fine. What flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are.
Why can't you grab
don't need to go to the
those?
trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2
Okay.
basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
Wait. Okay, this is super suspicious. I thought I was going to go out of town to do all this. You want me to walk 68 yards at my furthest to talk to 2 people you know as your family to get you baskets of flowers that are right there to give to your supposed husband. All right. All right. Can't wait to find out how I'm accidentally killing my blacksmith before I actually get to get any weapons from him.
Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavart's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband.
But
and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah. Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavart may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
Yeah, I'm worrying about it. Yeah,
Thank you.
This is getting more suspicious, not less. Okay, this is some weird ceremony thing. Either she can't give it to him because presenting a gift of these, like, and to make him, is this a sex thing? Just tell me it's not a sex thing. That's all I ask. That's all I'm asking. All right, what's the clue I'm getting from her?
Ah, welcome to Heaving, friend.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some Elder's blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Well, I have one, if that's any help.
It is. I'm much obliged.
Okay, that wasn't suspicious.
They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts.
Explain it.
Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the Tyne took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same.
Okay, that's nice.
So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
Okay, that was actually just very nice.
Well, that's 2 basketfuls.
That was wholesome. What could... Oh, right. Quick completes the thing now. After completing the main objective of some quests, you may be given the option to quick travel to quest final destination.
Time to visit Pavat.
Oh, you have to hold it. Okay. Look, everyone. Now you can play Final Fantasy for the 16 for the first time and just teleport. Alright, what weird shit is this flower thing about, sir?
What do you want?
Your wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
As much is known, quite why Werda, the wife of Haven's leading artisan Pavat, needs Clive's assistance in restocking her husband's supply of the flowers remains a mystery. Okay, they're not even gonna tell me here.
That woman. Come out. I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you. It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the two of you to get acquainted. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling. Still, here we are. Acquainted. So
This was
if there's out you
stupid.
need,
It's
just
cute,
bring
but
us
that
the
was
materials,
stupid.
all right?
That was...
All right.
It feels like I just got propositioned
then.
to be a third.
And tar for the flowers.
That was so unnecessary. Yeah.
It's running low.
Immediate beats like
Use
we're
of
just
the
immediate like why? Wait, what the fuck?
Crush
What
the
was
petals
that?
And it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. To remind us where we come from, like.
I'm at the bar trying to get a
There's
drink.
moats of water. Children
Some
of the sea.
lady walks up to me and say, "You
That's
know, we
right.
really like your vibe."
Pattern 2 was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called.
What?
It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
Oh well. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
Oh, okay, cool. They do have their own greeting. So awkward for no good reason. Okay, enhances Titan's iconic feat, Titanic block, making it capable to block attacks from behind, while restoring a small amount of HP regain. Oh my god. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm putting it on. Haven Foundry now available. So now I can use the blacksmith, right? Alright, side quests are worth doing then. Though now I'm gonna question them being side quests and not just do it to gain access.
My steel's just as good as any.
They are pluses, so that is the point. Okay. Is everything worse than... Oh, those are... Oh, right, he's craftables. Yeah. Everything is worse than what I'm currently wearing. Because it's all +1s to stuff that I own. Oh, wait, this is just crafting, right. Can I reinforce anything that I'm... Oh, well, this, if I got the Defender, but it would get to 340. What? Yeah, Mega Weapons 410. I'm literally wearing that. And that's also worse than my Fallen Bracelets. I must have upgraded these already from playing the Omega Raid. I'm just gonna call it the Omega Raid now instead of the DLC. It's the Omega Raid. Okay, well, I'm going to guess that I can turn my Omega weapon into something
Blue
busted.
heavens has that girl got to? Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets back. Oh, sorry. I was leagues away. How can I help you? If you're after something from the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that would fleece you or anything. It's just, you know, needs must.
And this opens the shop. Okay.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little rills decided to make herself scarce. Ah, the heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
That's the early point. That's why I'm here.
Of course not. She won't have gone far, will she?
Yeah, let me make sure no one here's died.
But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit, is she?
Aye, that she is.
We're 2 for 2
Especially
of
when I heard you lot were on your
the
way.
wives are little
Outsiders.
scamps.
Should have seen the
Going,
little eyes light up.
it's like, where has my
If you wanted
Dawn
to
wife
arrive,
gone to?
Should have made for the low gate where you
What
first came.
happened? What
The guard
lollygagging has she gotten about
Then you
to?
could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
Ruka,
All right.
got it. At the low gate.
I'll let you know if I find her. Try not to worry.
Yeah, it's very cute that this has side quests at all.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Tame the troubled waters of mine heart.
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka. I have, as it happens.
Oh,
She went out through the gate not long ago.
I thought he said Ruka.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. And safe as you like. The beast of the mountain don't
Oh my God.
close to the village.
Oh no! Oh God! Ah! I haven't changed it!
If you don't believe me.
Buppy, I haven't changed it! Buppy, please! Buppy! This is the wrong video game, Buppy! No! No, Buppy. Buppy, what have you done? What have you done, Buppy? Also, thank you very much for the raid. Jesus Christ! Hello, everybody. Welcome to not that game. We're playing Final Fantasy XVI. You know what? Close enough. Yeah, FF7 plus 9. Man, I love Final Fantasy set. You know what? Listen. Which is worse because don't I have an FF16 raid message? I do. God, I remembered to change this. Oh, it's nonsense. I forgot. Hey, how are you? What's up? How was your stream? What were you streaming? As I get sucked up into this world of stank again. We've definitely have only been playing 16 this whole time, and I didn't stop to talk about Bleach for 20 minutes. That definitely did not happen. Don't believe Seconds lies if he brings it up. Oh, you're doing... Oh, right. You're doing Ace Attorney. Yeah. Hydrate, I will. Hold on. I have to find a little child before she dies. Oh, there she is. Alright, while text happens. What are you looking for over here, Ruka?
It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name?
Oh, right. I
Can
was
you
gonna
lot
look up...
read minds?
That's some magic.
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Everything might be a stretch.
The Mandan tribe.
Thank you
Well, no,
for
that
bringing
was
her home.
Native American.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Heaving in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
Oh, Melanesia. Wait, what's Melanesia? Is that one thing?
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only one she's ever met?
Yeah, Melanesia.
That you are.
New Guinea to the Fiji Islands.
The rest of the world can't know we're here.
Indigenous people with
So
blue
we'll have to be
hair,
very careful
blonde,
who we let in and out.
blonde hair, blue eyes.
A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we'll make do with what we've got, including what the old Northerners left us.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they make for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't.
These kind of look like Viking longhouses.
Oh, it's everything else that's the problem.
It has a very Nordic
metals for tool
look to it
making,
as well.
anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside.
But I guess that's what they took
pray
from
to every
Northerners,
cloud in
because
the
these are
heavens
just
that
buildings
nobody
that the
sees through us.
Northerners built.
Which
and then they
explains
just
why you need Gil.
took up space.
Aye.
Can't stay
And now
long, gotta
Luke
get
is
around to
back.
buying DLC.
My wife should be free to
That sounds
assist
cool.
you with any potential purchases.
Yeah, let me not spoil none for you.
So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
It's a good thing that you showed up at the exact moment where I was doing the 2 side quests that may be the only 2 side quests, but they were right there at the start. So when you came with a raid, I was like, hey, look, content you don't have to care about. Because it's me unlocking the store and the blacksmith. And that's all I've done so far in the DLC proper. Alright, and now that we have store access. Hey, Nadena.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us. Anyway, now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, what's the route you wanted? This is all we have.
Oh! You say that like it's not better than what I'm wearing, and it's normal. Ooh. Also, oh my god, Minmu? I'm sorry, is this a fucking... Hold on. It is. Fucking FF2 reference. Stop it. I need these FF2 reference. Yoshi P, you look me in the goddamn... Yoshi P, if you don't look me in the goddamn eyes, I refuse to allow you to make me like FF2. I refuse. You need to stop putting that into all of it. You almost got me like 5 times in FF14 and I resisted you. Don't you do it to me. All right. Damn, that's better than my Omega stuff right out the goddamn gate. Well done, shit. Yeah, put it on.
Well, if you're sure you need it.
Oh, you shush and take my money.
Serve you well.
Take my money.
Here
I'm here to help prop up your economy.
May it serve
FF2
you well.
raid series coming soon in like 3 expansions because I think the Dawn Trail raid series will be FF9. Oh, you mean the Alliance? Since we know what the normal raid is, it's the arcade place, Arcadian. Which, I mean, we don't know what is in the Arcadian.
Very well.
That's gonna be a bunch of Final Fantasy references, to be fair. Alright, now I'm going back to main quest, so now you if you're still here, Bubby, you should disappear. Now I'm walking my ass over to the main quest. Oh, wait. Ooh. Items. No, gear. Right, one, I forgot I had all of these on. Okay, so it was increased rate at which damage multiplier raises while enemies are staggered. HP regain potential when taking damage will automatically restoring HP regain gauge. Improves limit break induced enhancements while increasing HP regen during limit break by 50%. Also, fail damage taken while the limit gauge is full. A limit break is automatically triggered, preventing KO. Right, this is amazing, and now I'm about to take it. I'm about to take one of these off. Taking this one off. I'm literally using Titan right now, and this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. I can now 360 Titan block, like I have Aqua's Reflect from Birth by Sleep.
Suddenly, there were curls everywhere I looked.
That filled my heart with happiness to see armor that immediately was better than what I... Oh, can I already upgrade this, actually? Wait, hold on. Before I rush out. Maybe that's why. They were like, here go, some unlocks. You should go check out the blacksmith. Ew.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
Reinforce? No. I cannot. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Goddamn FF2. I love Minwu. Minwu was the homie. And then he died for no good reason. And I say no good reason because he died to help us get the Ultima spell, and then it turned out the Ultima spell is absolutely useless. Wow. Amazing. Great. My cat is back up on the dresser, unsure what to do with her life. Do you want out? Eva, you want to go out? I can't tell.
There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
That's better.
Why are those ships crashed so far inland? Was there more water here before? Damn. It got me right at the end. Worth it.
The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Shula, how did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an Eikon of water gets angry?
Ah.
Really, brother? Did you have to ask?
Joshua, you little shit, you had the same question. Yeah, fight me. Fight. Goddamn little brothers. Goddamn little shit. I heard him say shit. He wanted to know the same thing. Yeah, when this hits PC, that's the thing. I don't want to rebuy. I don't like rebuying games like that. There have been exactly 3 games in the past 10 years that I bought again on PC. Hollow Knight, actually that's a lie, 4. Hollow Knight, Hades, Monster Hunter World, and Monster Hunter Rise. These are the only games that I've double dipped on ever. 2 of those being less than $40 combined. And then the other 2 in my constant forever struggle to convince several people that I'm constantly watching RuPaul with on Fridays to play Monster Hunter with me. And I finally got them to play World, or I should say Capcom got them to finally play World. And then they got really into Lethal Company, and now that's all we do on Fridays. And I want to play World again, but they all are too scared to play Iceborne. They're all wimps. They're all cowards. And now I suffer alone. But I don't want to get 16 on PC, even though I will fall in love with the... I'm sorry, are those 3 Tomberries? Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I am wrong. That's 4 Tomberries. All right. Yo, what up?
Tonberries. Foul creatures consumed by their hate. Good for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
Okay. Well, that seemed relatively easy. They don't seem to have... Oh. Suspicious. That was not a problem whatsoever. Granted, I'm playing this on my regular save. If I had gone through Final Fantasy mode in time for this DLC, I would have just done that. And maybe I should have gone... I think that's a missed opportunity on my end. I should have gone my Final Fantasy mode save ready for this. You're just here? You're just here. I can't see. What is this? Yeah, we did. Damn it. Oh god, you're actually being nice. Cute. Just trying to get that block out. That enemy almost killed me. Like, legit. Damn. Damn. That was spooky. That was actually a scary little fight. That was a scary little fight. No, I've started going down this path. Maybe I should just continue down this path. Oh, both. Oh, yeah, they both lead this way. Oh, ooh, look at all that extra shit that I can't go to yet. River's Meat. I recognize that location name. I recognize that place in the Querthus Highlands. I've had to do so many stupid fates up there. Alright. And leave quests. That said, it does feel like this DLC area is running particularly better. Like I said, it didn't drop to 25. It dropped to...
It's not far now.
It dropped to 35, which is much better. And even right now, it's probably hanging somewhere around 45, 50. So not terrible. But yeah, even though I'm tempted to get it again on PC and double dip, just to get like performance increase, I'm hoping that they can just bring some of that over to the PS5. Like DLSS would just fix this. Like I know it's not a fix-all for everything, but I guarantee DLSS
Follow the coastline north.
would
There's a bridge that'll take
improve
us
the
across
performance tenfold. Because I'm pretty sure the majority of the issue in this game is the actual like attempt at fidelity that they went for. They went too hard. This is like the mistake they made with 1.0 of FF14.
Trust me.
I know.
Do I even want to ask why?
Hold on. Let me through. Maybe I do want to go down there. You don't know me. You don't know me. All right, there's a secret boss down that way. Got it. Remember that for later. Also, you thought I didn't see that fucking Adamantoise? I love Adamantoise. Adamantoise, kiss me on the face. Hey, what up? Kiss me on the lips. Oh, that... You got me. Ow. That's not right. Thank you. Let me punch you in the mouth.
To me, please!
We had two. Yeah, we're at better. Coming? You spinning? Who? Yeah, spin at me, bitch. I forgot. I'm the bitch. It's me. Oh, don't. Oh, come on. I didn't push you all the way out. All right, we're not doing this again. Wait, can I? Oh, you can lock onto its tail? That's funny. I don't. Yeah. No, we're leaving. We're leaving. It's over. I've lost the enjoyment.
The ray of light.
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
Surely I don't need an adamantoid shell for any crafting coming up. That definitely won't be an issue that will come back to haunt me. But yeah, I think that's what it is. That they went so hard on fidelity and like just, you know, object. What? Oh god, I forgot the word as I was saying it. But object frequency, you know? It's like all this grass and shit at my feet. But it's the grapes. It's the FF14 1.0 grapes all over again. With a 3 million polygons. Look at that shit. It's pretty as hell.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him. I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
True. I thought Leviathan was gonna pop up during that cutscene, in fact. It's like, hey, we're in the ocean right now. And Leviathan was lost, but this would be a great moment for Leviathan pop up. Oh, hey, look at that. And they even revived the area to show that it actually is, in fact, not blighted. Including this strip back here. Huh. We're just gonna fight? Just like that? Is it legit that quick? We have 13 minutes before the 2-hour mark. This DLC was $20, right? Can we touch that? Like, it's frozen. It's not gonna affect us? We're not gonna enter the stop spell?
It's not much further now.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Walius's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
You misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes.
When you said baby, did you mean baby-ass baby? Or like a 5-year-old? Like, how much suffering is occurring?
The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
Yo, that's how forests be working. That's how forestation works, man. When COVID hit, and we were like only 2-3 months in,
does the light point
when
the
people
way to
were
the
sharing
child?
stories about Dare retaking Times
It
Square.
does indeed.
That's cool. Oh my god. This is so sick to look at. Jesus.
Look at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
It's not right.
No, it's not.
But there is still, yeah, there's a discrepancy of like 40
Overhead.
years. Was it just like the previous Leviathan dominant died? It took like 40 years for someone to be born who would be the new dominant, and then this occurred? Right? Is that how it's gonna work?
Down in the center. Follow me.
Oh my god. Oh, shut up. It's actually just Aang?
He's still primed.
It's the fucking arrow.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear. And I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin, committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end. He must be so frightened.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Walis's Eikon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the Eikon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I don't know. It depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering. And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
I mean, I was ready to stab a baby. I don't, what? Huh?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
Yeah, it's not gonna go that easy, man. I know it's dope, and you really want to get your power now.
Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Okay, never mind. It was that easy.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the Eikon inside me. But something's wrong.
I feel like we did this a bit backwards, Clive. Ah.
He wasn't just afraid. He was angry. All right. Let's see what you've given me.
Put me on, baby. Put me on. Show me how it works. Let's go, power of water. Clive has claimed a portion of Eikon Leviathan's essence. Attuning with Leviathan not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities such as Crosswell, an inescapable rush of water that pummels the enemies from multiple angles. Yeah, what's the feat? Serpent's Cry. Can be used to summon to Clive's off-arm a sea-spitting serpent capable of dealing precision strikes to enemies at great distances. Pressing square into state will unleash a Tidal Torrent, multiple bursts of water capable of forcefully knocking back smaller creatures, while pressing triangle will fire a powerful jet of water, Tidal Stream, at enemies situated just outside of melee range. Using these attacks will deplete your tidal gauge, becoming unavailable when the gauge is empty. The gauge will slowly replenish over time, but can be refilled quicker by pressing circle. Time a second press perfectly with the on-screen prompt to immediately refill the gauge, as well as earn unlimited ammunition for a short period of time. They literally have given me a gun and active time reload. Cool. Can also be replenished when successfully executing a precision dodge. Nice. And then roll. While using Serpent's Cry, pressing R1 again while dodging will cause Clive to roll in the air, extending the dodge even further. Fucking iframes. Tidal Torrent can be used while rolling by Jesus. Alright. What only Leviathan's abilities are available? Got it. You ready for a tutorial?
Is that Leviathan?
No, just a negative, but a formidable adversary.
So I want to immediately pop that off. Okay. I missed. Oh, I didn't miss.
As friends.
This is a bit silly. Oh, this is a bit silly. All right, I need to turn this off. How do I turn it off? Oh, X. Oh, this is not what I was expecting. Thank you, Joe. Right, I need to remember. Okay. All right. No, none of that now. None of that. As I try to figure out what the hell I'm doing. Oh, right. I don't have... I forgot for a second that I don't have my other ones. Oh, you still get the reload though, even when you miss. You just don't get the unlimited ammunition that you get otherwise. I'm trying to get that. Not slinger, baby! I'm slanging. Pump it full of lead. Got it. This is weird. This is a weird one. It's okay. It'll probably be much better once I get to actually look at its upgrade wheel and all of the abilities. Because right now, it's alright. It's kind of cute that you just get like a little shotty that can turn into an SMG.
He seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but...
That's gonna be one introspective ass baby.
There's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
Okay. I see how this is being split up now. I rescind my feeling of judgment.
I'm sorry, Walius. I will make this right.
I think so it's probably going to be 3 parts. This was part 1. We're now going to head back to town, talk about going to the source of the beam that's holding Walius in place. That's probably a small dungeon.
So part
and then
of
we come back
is inside you now,
and
is it?
fight Leviathan.
Does it hurt?
No. Not anymore, anyway.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Of course.
Also, aren't you slightly concerned, Clive? Because we know that now that we've removed part of Leviathan's power, there's a chance that when we unfreeze that baby, he's going to go berserk. Like, do you think maybe it would have been better to first unlock him and then, like, just do a couple combos, just a few quick combos, it'll be fine. And then we take the power like we normally do. We usually do it in that order. And then they don't freak out.
To understand the spell which binds Walius, you must first know who we are and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity.
What an amazing tapestry.
This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here. After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
And so was it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered 2 things that would forever shape our fates. The first was an old legend, revealing how to make your very own mother crystal.
I've heard that.
Oh!
Yes, yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart.
This is directly connected to Omega.
A living being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant. Well, yes.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his Eikon. Leviathan would have destroyed everything, Had our people not made their second important discovery? A means to stop time itself?
Where did they find that? The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had
That's
left.
Jill.
Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on.
Like, it's not actually Jill, but that is an ancestor. That is just straight up Jill's
So
model.
armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan. They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity. Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more. And all it would require was the sacrifice of a single child. A small price to pay, or so they believed.
Sometimes you gotta shove that nine-tailed beast into a kid.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the Mother Crystals. So we know the seal source. How do we break it and restore the flow of time?
Do you recall the dome of light on top of the cliffs to the west? Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge. But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place. And now there are others who claim it as their own.
Ooh.
Then we shall go prepared for a fight. That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar. There will be more. And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
Thank you, Joshua, because I was gonna tell you to stay.
Thanks.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
Okay. Oh.
The Vare is not easy to
New
find.
quest.
We must first head north and then west, deeper into the forest.
It's me, Shula, and Jill, right? Nice. So, to keep up real quick, I probably should have opened up the active time lore during that. That would have been a good moment for some active time lore. Curses. But yeah, just to keep up. Wait, actually, can I still access it? No. Okay. So, long ago, the motes of water were originally from Southeast Ash. Then, I guess, like, as shit was going terrible for everyone, made their way to Northeastern Storm? Or just Northern Storm. Yeah, Northeast Storm. They came out of Ash, went to Northeast Storm, wandering about. Then a bunch of Northeast people. Was that supposed to be Sambrek, or like the earlier generations of Sambrek? If not that, but the Western civilization, or whatever, came. Oh wait, the church. That's what it was specifically. The Imperial Church. Fucking murked most of them. because they were discussing stinky heretics. In an attempt to flee, they made their way northwest, where we know that both Omega existed, which apparently they found. And it looks like they also came into contact with fucking one of Jill's not descendant, what? Ancestor, who knew time magic. Which, you know what? I'm fine with this being the connection to time, or maybe not time magic in total, but stop magic. Because ice, stop, freezing, yada yada. Fine, that's fair. I think that's perfectly fine. As like just a cool little note, like, oh yeah, if you take that shit to its maximum, like she had an awakening when it comes to ice magic or something. That'd be neat. My brain says that time magic should be connected to fire because of air gear, but I'll accept this as well. Then, yeah, and then with that knowledge combined, they wanted to make their own mother crystal that could last forever, which is why they wanted time magic. But they also wanted to enrage Leviathan as a forms of revenge, like take their dominant and their Eikon to go murk the church and everybody involved. So that's how we end up in this situation where a baby's just frozen in the middle of a goddamn wave, and at any moment might just explode out and rock this entire town. Okay, so we have 2 quests that seem important, and then just a flavor quest with the exclamation mark.
What is it you want?
Tide strike. Ooh. Ooh, we're getting close. We're getting close. And I can make it, so I'm gonna.
Flawless.
Nah, don't equip it. And you can't upgrade it yet. Ooh.
A good tide to you.
Got me a new sword. New pretty ass sword.
I can't. Just try to breathe. That's it.
Is everything all right?
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fannet, healer by trade. And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after you arrived.
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too,
But?
This affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He complains of feeling chilled to the bone, but there's no fever to go with it. And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done a thing to ease the pain in his chest. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment altogether. Shula said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me, could you?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I wasn't paying attention. But yes, I can help you.
I'd be happy to. If I can.
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge, and ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came down sick. Something must have caused this, and I want to find out what. The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side for long. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
All right.
For some reason, this dude's randomly sick. Jeez. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, you're not doing great. I'm just gonna walk away from you.
Oh, do you need something?
I do. Though not from the forge. Fannet asked me to speak with you. She's looking into the cause of your father's illness and wondered if you could shed any light on the matter.
I see. Sorry. She shouldn't have dragged you into this.
It's no trouble, really. Tell me, did your father do anything out of the ordinary before he fell ill?
Not that I know of. But then I hardly see him. He's always out and about, like. Well, at least he was. Suppose he might have been a bit more fidgety than usual, but apart from that.
When you say out and about, where does he usually go?
You know, where all those
Just round the
carnivorous
village.
plants live.
Wanders over to Valisthea's place most days. He's a fisher who lives on the other side of the fount. They're old friends. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Maybe. I'll go and speak with him.
Does his friend like to catch mackerel? Am I going to find out that you guys are all secretly androids? It concerns me that the sentences I just said are probably considered deep cuts. Because they shouldn't be at any time in my life. But that's the future I'm headed towards.
Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you?
Your name is Valisthea, is it not? Pavard tells me you're a friend of his father's, and that the two of you may have spent some time together prior to his illness.
His illness? Talor's never been ill a day in his life. I don't know why he'd start now.
Oh.
Oh, Fanny doesn't know either. It was she who asked me to look into his recent behavior on the off chance it might explain how his condition arose.
Oh, I suppose there was something that struck me as a bit odd. He kept asking about the woods. Did you see anything strange on your way back from the shore? Are you certain? Do you swear? That kind of thing. I didn't, of course. But he wouldn't let it go. It was like he was expecting something to happen. It was just a matter of when. Not that I know what. But he never told me anyway.
Well, that certainly does sound unusual. And it might just be what Fannet is looking for. Thank you.
I don't mention it. Oh, and when you say Talor, wish him the best from me, yeah?
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
I actually, well, in terms of some stuff, they're like five different cultures mashed into each other.
And still
But the accent now
must be
isn't, yeah, it's not doing Irish, it's doing like held back Scottish. Once I heard this old man talking, it was like, oh, they are holding back so hard on doing an actual Scottish accent. Or like speaking Scottish type shit. Where it's like when you hear it and you're just like, my brain isn't sure if I'm comprehending the letters you're saying, let alone the words. Let known or let alone? Did I? Oh, I can't take it.
I spoke with Werder, but she couldn't tell me anything. Did you have any better luck?
Nothing conclusive. But there was one thing. Valisthea, the fisherman, told me that Talor had taken
like it sounds like they should be pronouncing didn't it as D-I-D-N-A-E, didn't it? Like it should just sound like that out of their mouth.
The forest between here and the coast. Surely not. But then I can't say for sure. But I think Talor's illness might have some connection to the Tomberries.
Yeah.
You may have encountered them during your time here. The small, scaly beastmen.
Yeah, they're cute.
And you think they may have caused Talor's illness?
And they're not hard to fight at all.
I do. At least in a way. And if I'm right, it's no wonder the treatments I've been trying didn't work. Oh, I know it's a lot to ask, but would you go down into Father's Fell for me? There's an altar there. And if my fears are true, an offering upon it.
What is going on here?
Please. I'll explain everything when you return, but time flows fast. I beg you, make haste for Father's Fell and take the offering from the altar. Talor's life may depend on it.
I like that being the way of her saying, but there's no time. Because, like, that's an interesting way of the language here evolving due to a current time phenomenon occurring right outside. Alright, excuse me.
I never should have let him go alone.
That was so loud and unnecessary. Alright, let me run past the rest of these and not pay. Hold on, where is it? Oh, I'm running. Wait, am I? Yeah, I am running in the correct direction. It's just this way. I'm about to hit main quest stuff. Oh no, well, I guess we're hitting it. There's something else besides what this side quest is gonna kick in and force me out of what I want to do?
Before we turned east at the shipwrecks to reach the coast. Now we must head in the opposite direction.
Left it is then.
Good thing we're heading left anyway. But it wants me to turn left there, but we're turning left just a bit shorter. This is not the location, by the way, that I was expecting to go. There we are.
If there's one thing I know about beastmen, is that they love to hide in the dark.
Is this going to be the King Tomberry fight? Or is it just regular Tomberries for the side quest? If the King Tomberry, or the Tomberry King, is just in a random ass side quest, that's a plus, by the way. So it's going to be a useful item or addition to the systems that I'm using. That's going to be cool and also terrifying.
What are they up to? Some sort of ritual.
They're summoning the Tomberry King, aren't they? Hi, cuties. Goddamn lizard men.
Sorry to disturb you.
So, do they have their insta-kills? Like, how much should I avoid being hit? Oop. Do not let the... Oh. Okay. Yeah, you do. You still have stuff. It's just that mostly you don't have time to use it if I'm smart enough to hit you before you can get up.
It's over.
Okay. The Tomberry King's gonna be the scary bit of this. But I can't... Maybe later when we run past Tomberries in that like low grouping they were in before. So that means they're gonna respawn in that spot. I'm gonna head back over there. I'm gonna get them to use knife. I just want to see. I need to see if it's just a lot of stabs, so therefore a lot of damage, or if I get hit by a single stab, I'm just gone. I must understand that they're just as scary as usual.
Let's see what's on this altar then.
What could even be up there that's causing the dude to be sick, though? Like a voodoo doll? They took a
silver
thing.
chain.
Yeah, is that his chain?
I doubt the Tomberries made it. This must be what Fannet was talking about.
Is his sickness just bad fortune? Silver chain. Thank you. Love me a quick complete.
You're back. Well, did you find anything?
I did. This silver chain.
I knew it.
Well, I'm still none the wiser.
Forgive me. This chain. It's a Gregorian Maternoster.
Worn by men of the faith? What's it doing here? And why would the Tomberries be praying to it?
To understand that, you need to understand what the Tomberries are. They feed on hatred and suffering.
Wait for it.
And some say that if you render them an offering, some token of grievance against your fellow man, they will put a curse upon him.
So you think someone's put a Tomberry curse on Talor?
I can't say for sure. Truth be told, I always assumed it was an old wives' tale.
Okay, it's not where I thought they were
Given
headed.
his fear of the forest and the presence of the chain on the altar, I don't know what else to think.
Does Talor have any enemies in the village? Anyone who would nurse such a grudge?
His best friend.
No, I believe the one who left the chain at the altar was Talor himself.
I beg your pardon?
Is he a dumbass?
But there's more to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse a soul that has returned to the sea already, your ire has nowhere to go.
Oh, he wanted to curse one of those.
You're saying he cursed himself?
By accident, yeah.
In trying to curse another, aye.
When my father was younger, he was one of the few permitted to venture beyond the wall.
He was trying to curse a Gregorian priest, but that person's dead.
He told us
so
that when he journeyed to Sanbreque, he'd wear that chain to disguise his true beliefs, lest Grieger's faithful turn their cudgels on him.
Did they ever catch him in his deception? Might that explain the ill will he bears someone?
Not that he ever told me.
Come now. Let's not waste time speculating about Talor's past. We need to focus on the present, and that means finding a way to break the curse.
All right. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Thank you. I shall.
Aye, and thanks for going to all this trouble. Here, it's not much, but I want you to have this. We call it an adder stone. It's a gatherer's charm. Reacts to certain rare minerals we use in crafting. Makes them ring out like a bell. Stuff you'd have no chance of spotting otherwise. If you find anything, see that you bring it back to me. I can make you some decent gear with it. If you're interested, like.
I am, thank you. And I'll be sure to pay you a visit. Until then, I wish your father a swift recovery.
I like the blacksmith power scaling that's happening. We should technically have like the greatest blacksmith in all the lands back at the hideout. But this dude here is going to be able to, by himself, make better equipment. I've already purchased normal gear, like common gear, that's better than the busted shit I got from my blacksmith after defeating a man-made crystal and death machine. Those materials were weaker than the turban wrap of a Final Fantasy II character. So I love it when they inadvertently just power scale like that. It's like, you've gone to a new location with different abilities there. Yes. You obtained a design draft for serpent rings, accessories that, when equipped, enhance Leviathan's iconic abilities. Okay. Speak with Blackthorn in the hideaway or provide. And okay, Blackthorn can make them too, though. Cool. Good job, Blackthorn. You're still on the team. You're still on the payroll. Call from Aquamarine Adderstones will resonate both audibly and visibly with other nearby sources of the precious gemstone, making them invaluable in gathering the rare crafting material. Your control will also vibrate. Aquamarine is hidden throughout Mysidia, so be sure to check every corner of the region, but please note that some Aquamarine locations will differ between the regular modes and Final Fantasy mode. Okay. So if you're playing this on hard, they will have different spots. And that also seems to suggest that there is a finite amount on this island.
Reckon my steel's just as good as any.
And here are the 4 things. Ooh. That last one seems important.
Till next time, then.
Yeah, we have to go finding. Is that a thing I have to equip? No, right? It's not gonna just be down here or some shit. My poor Genji gloves never getting used. Yeah, I just want to look at this real quick. Just see it on my back. I like it. I like it. I'm down to... I love a smooth saber-esque sword, you know? I like that. I actually came in here to do this. We need to power up those Leviathan abilities. They are quite weak right now. How many points? Oh yeah, I have more than enough. Get in. Is there something just to power up? Rip open a slowly expanding gateway to the murky depths of the sea, and when the timing is right, summon forth an abyssal storm that hones in on nearby enemies. Ah, and it looks like off a dodge, maybe when it's mastered, it will increases maximum tier size from 3 to 4, allowing more water to discharge during events. Executing your precision dodge will while abyssal tier is active will increase its growth speed. Okay. Okay. Interesting. And then here's Tsunami. Which, yes. Yes, put it on me. Put it on my person. I do like Roswell. Oh, so then, yeah, upgrading this should just make it stronger, right? Wait, what? If Burning Blade has been acquired, holding square... Oh! So me having my charge attacks will allow me to charge these up. Good. And you also get a lunge to jump back while launching a volley of ranged tidal bombs. Ooh. Yeah, master that. Upgrade that. Thank you. And then we might want to upgrade Tsunami. I feel bad leaving this out, especially because this gets more use, honestly, than the other one. Gradually augments firing speed while ability is active, increasing maximum possible hit count. Ah. Yeah, no, that needs to be upped. And then we can still upgrade Tsunami. There you go. And we'll never use Abyssal Tier. Sounds good to me. I did all that and then proceeded to not equip. So who am I getting rid of? It looks like we're getting rid of Titan. Get out of here, buddy. I'm sorry, I love you. But not today. Ooh. And I did all of that. I upgraded Crosswell, but I'm just going to use Deluge and Tsunami. That's the last upgrade or like update I want to this entire system, which won't happen because it will break it. I just want there to be a third option here. I don't want Tsunami to be any of these super attacks to have to be on the square and the triangle. I want them to take the place of a limit break. And depending on how strong it is, it's like, okay, because these all are basically limit breaks in terms of just function and how cinematic they are. I wanted to use the limit gauge bar, not be a button you have to press, but just pressing in the sticks when you're on that specific icon. And then I guess on Phoenix... Well, no. And then after you burst it, you can either keep it going and then be in your Ifrit mode. Your, oh god, what? Your primed version. Or like create some way of having access to that while you're having an icon set. Or like I said, have it be Phoenix. Just replace Phoenixes with Ifrit's limit break, which is just turn into your prime mode. That's all I want, because I hate having to take up a spot for the super attacks, because I don't want to like just mashed them out. I actually do quite in fact like using other attacks on Final Fantasy mode. I took off all the super attacks because I was like, these are too insane. Even on a harder difficulty, they completely just eradicate most challenge. And don't get me wrong, I'm getting my ass kicked on Final Fantasy mode, but
I am.
How I can just clear rooms when I get scared, just switch over to some busted move and then spam it.
Something tells me you've never been one to ride half-starved birds with chine gall and wet beak. If I had a guess, I'd say your bird eats only the finest greens and has her feathers groomed twice a day with a curl hairbrush.
Nothing but the best for my Ambrosia.
Don't lie, Clive.
Ambrosia, eh? Pretty name.
She was out in the wilds for like just 8 years.
Well, she's tall and strong. And her feathers are as white as snow.
You're joking. You've got a white chocobo.
I have, yes. I suppose they are rather rare.
This I've got to see. Can you bring her here?
Oh, is that the whole quest? Oh, awesome.
I would if I could, but I
Please
doubt
be the whole
Shula's
quest.
skiff could hold her.
Me dad's got a boat.
You shut up.
And he's ferried chocobos before. You could get him to bring her.
We're bringing our
It'd be
chocobo over.
perfect timing
Clive,
and
shut
all.
up.
He's preparing for a trip beyond the wall as we speak. I'm sure he'd help you if you asked.
He would. Well, I don't suppose it would hurt to have Ambrosia around. All right then. Where could I find your father?
He'll be in the storehouse on the other side of the brook. Tell him Manda sent you.
This all feels very build out your fucking home. I'm going to stop passing you. You are so loud. And I'm talking about that, and I'm screaming my head off half the time. This is like building the town in Assassin's Creed 2, or is it Brotherhood? Whichever one it is when Ezio just owns a fucking hidden city. And you spend part of that game just upgrading all the shops and houses and your mansion.
You one of the outsiders, then?
I am. Shula invited me. Are you Manda's father?
I am. Got you running errands for her already, has she?
She's asked to see my chocobo, but I'd need your help and your boat to bring her here.
Or you could just say no. Honestly, that girl and her birds, she'll be growing feathers soon enough.
Well, truth be told, I didn't take the idea seriously at first. But thinking about it, it would make it easier to get around if I had Ambrosia here. Can you help?
Well,
it would.
If you're sure that's what
you seem to refuse to run.
The tributary says we're to treat you lot as we would each other. So, if you need me to ferry your bird over, then that's what I'll do. Still, they don't take the water easily. I'll need you to bring us a mimic gourd or two to keep her calm on the journey over.
Okay.
And where would I find one of those?
Oh, don't ask me. It's been years since I last brought a chocobo across the bay, and I'm told the world's changed a fair bit since then. Where do you usually get your stable supplies from?
Well, the man who made Ambrosia's tack lived in Martha's Rest, and if I remember correctly, he traded in chocobo feed too. So I suppose I'll go and ask him.
I'll be sailing over to Northreach soon to pick up some supplies. While I do that, you collect your bird and your gourd, and then meet me by the shore. Just don't take too long, all right?
Don't you worry. It's not like there's a pressing matter right now occurring on this island that might lead to everyone's deaths if I don't take care of immediately. I'm gonna go get my bird. Excuse me. It's time to head out. Just gonna bring my ass down over here. How's everyone doing? I know it's kind of sad and dreary. The world's ending. Don't worry about that. I'm dealing with it.
I remember you. You're the one who saved Whiteheart. How's the old girl doing?
I'm also the guy that you wanted to be super racist against at one time when I was
don't
branded.
thank me. You're the one who saved her.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what brings you to the rest today?
I was hoping to purchase a Mimit gourd.
One day I'll get my get back.
I thought you might be able to
Remember
tell me
that.
where I could find one.
I'm gonna hit you.
Oh, reckon I could do better than that. Just so happens, I've got a whole carload of the blasted things. Not a buyer in sight.
Really?
Aye, you'd be doing me a favor taking a few off my hands before they turn to mush. But just be on the lookout for wild birds, eh? Don't want them chasing after you like they did me.
I will. And thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Any friend of Whiteheart is a friend of mine. And in times like these, friends have got to stick together.
We certainly do. Northridge,
Actually,
then.
wait.
Wouldn't want to keep Anders' father waiting.
I'm being mean. Is Ron the racist one? I think Ron was the
this
racist
guy
one.
can fuck right off.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that voice line. Okay. Yeah, he right. He right. It's terrible out here. Oh, that's funny. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Can't leave. Gotta go to shop. There's music here. There's music at that shop. Get out of my way. Get out of my way.
What are you after?
Show me your wares, sir. I'm sorry, what? Ew. Why is this here? Demon Tamer's arm guards. And I never touched that with my hands? With my face? Nope, doesn't matter. Here's... Oh, Jesus Christ. Why do you have so much? Here's all the music. Spend the money.
Thanks very much. Much obliged. There you go. Thanks very much. There you go. Much obliged.
Why does that happen?
There you go. Thanks very much.
Something about the UI is busted every now and then where it goes back to doing like this. I hate this. This is a thing that I didn't think would upset me that much. And I don't interact with this often because I don't play Destiny 2. This whole cursor thing on a menu when you could just go up and down, stop it. Stop. If I'm not playing on PC, stop it.
There you go. Thanks very much. There you go.
I have now spent all my money on music because I have a problem. All right. Back to Northreach. Okay, now the cat wants out. I just saw her run down.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Ooh, Northreach is looking pretty good right now. Looking a bit sexy. Hold on. Let me let the baby out. She starts clawing at the door. Cool. Ass cheek. Oh my god. Such a fat bitch. Way my ass is made of. Fuck the goddamn crater. My chair. Oh, my thickness. My thick. What a juicy boy. What a juicy big boy. Alright, carry on. Is there an easy way out the side this side? Please tell me yes.
Those things didn't
Yeah, let's go right here. Woo. I'm out. I gotta go back to that wave. Oh, that actually makes it so much cooler. That's in fact not a crystal. I love it. I love it. That's so neat.
Ah, there you are. And
Look at
this
my
must
beautiful girl.
be Ambrosia, was it? Oh, she's a real beauty, isn't she?
I have the mimic or two. Here.
Thank you kindly. Soon as she's gobbled this up, we'll set sail.
We're going to take a little trip across the bay now, Ambrosia. Don't worry. You'll be all right.
We're gonna have to eventually do reverse shipping on this later.
Well, we made it.
You didn't all? She is as white as snow. You're beautiful, aren't you, girl?
Brave, too. She was calm as you like on the journey over. The mimic gourd will have played its part, of course, but passing through the walls enough to spook most birds even then. Not this one, though.
Ambrosia's been through a lot. I doubt there's much that could unnerve her now.
Not with a beloved master by her side.
Mm-hmm. My sweet bird.
No. It's you who looks after me, isn't it, girl?
She saved my life. Twice.
Anyway, thanks for bringing her here. I hope I can breed a bird like her someday.
And if you and Ambrosia need ferrying back to Northreach, you only need say the word.
Thank you. But I think we might explore Mysidia together. What do you say, Ambrosia?
She's so excited. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I got my bird. Got bird usage. Can summon bird. Alright. So all we have left in terms of side gig, why did I walk near him? I only did this to myself. Are those two, these two exclamation points. Well, that's fine, because I'm actually going to leave this here for tonight. I've, not due to playing the game, I've just had a long ass day that I've been fighting, keeping my eyes from just closing. I've wanted to be asleep since I started streaming, but I was like, no, we're playing this goddamn game. I've missed FF16. So, that said, I'm gonna call for tonight. We'll come back, hopefully tomorrow, to do, we'll start with these two little side quests, and then we'll get back to the main plot. I don't have a problem with doing side quests before main plot, you do. It's your fault that this happened. Okay. But yeah, we will be back with more FF16 tomorrow. And that, honestly, that might be the end tomorrow. Depends on how long, because I'm going to just assume that that place up there is a dungeon. So depending on how big that dungeon is, if we can finish that and then head back and do the Leviathan fight, can't be much else other than those two things. I think there are, because we haven't seen the Toneberry King, so unless the Toneberry King is a main boss fight, that's gonna be a random hunt out here somewhere that I might not even get to see until, like, maybe it doesn't appear until I go back to the hideaway, and then at the hideout they go like, oh, we found a new hunt from up north somehow, even though there's nothing up that way. Weird, but somebody sent this, and then we come back here and fight it. Whatever. But yeah, if not, we could probably bang this out tomorrow. But yes, thank you for watching, thank you for hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow, or if I'm asleep, on Thursday. All right. Bye.
Oh, I never should have let him go alone.